Hey, what's up guys? Shiny here, come back with a brand new video for you guys. Today we've got a multi-video. We're going to be talking a little bit about the heroic stickers, and then at the end we're going to be talking a little bit about CSGO's tweets. It's two topics. I guess I could make a video specifically on the heroic stickers, but the CSGO tweets I can't really make a whole video on. It's not enough information and it's not worth it to try and stretch it out. But anyways, before we hop on into this one, if you guys are looking to pick up any CSGO skins, I've got a couple links in the description, but let's hop on into it. Now, the heroic situation gets a little bit messy. It all starts out with their coach, who was one of the coaches that exploited the coaching bug and allowed them to position themselves anywhere on the map and see things that you could really see up in the sky. It gave them a huge advantage. But anyways, it's kind of transitioned from that. There's been a lot going on with the team since then, and it honestly looks like every sponsor has dropped them. If you head over to their website, even their betting sites, like the sites that, usually have low and questionable ethics, has dropped them. So it seems like this organization has really been in for it. They don't really have anything left on the table, it looks like. I mean, their website is really bare, and any organization that does not have a sponsors usually will not survive. The only one, in my opinion, that's kind of an outlier here is FaZe, because they ran CSGO Wild and kind of sponsored themselves through it. They're the only ones that could say it could survive without a sponsor during the 2016 eras because they paid for it themselves. But that's still kind of a sponsor. No CSGO team is able to survive just off of its winnings. And that all brings us to really the main question. Should you be buying in on these stickers? Should you be selling? What should you really be doing with this? Now, looking at the graph here, it's really interesting because obviously we saw that huge spike right away as the prices just absolutely skyrocketed when we learned of this information. But then we saw a fall off, and that fall off transitioned pretty long, almost a week-ish, and then it started to go back up again just around 5-ish days ago. Now, this is the gold sticker, and it's only sitting around $6 right now. But to me, personally, I would not be buying in on this. To me, I don't see enough hype around Heroic. It was a decent team, wasn't a great team, wasn't around for like a super long time. I just don't see the potential it has. I think it's very comparable to the 100 Thieves stickers. It's a team that may look cool on your gun and all that, but it's honestly a team that won't be remembered in a year, in my opinion. I don't think that right now the organization, if it doesn't survive, the players are all gonna join like Luminosity did to SK. All the players are going to remain and move on to a different organization, in my opinion. I don't see a lot of potential with this sticker, I'll be completely honest with you. It's going to end up like the 100 Thieves, in my opinion, if they do disband. And if they don't disband, right now we're just seeing an overly inflated price for the sticker. I mean, it's settled at around $3 to $3.50. Why would you pay $6 for it now? The upside's pretty much gone, in my opinion. The upside was there if you bought at that $3.50 mark and then you sold at that $6 mark. To me, there's a lot of CSGO teams that have come and gone, but the one thing that's weird about Heroic is we've never had this many stickers for a team like this before, and that really makes me scared of the price. There's so many of these stickers out there. There's so many of these stickers out there, and we still have so many capsules able to unbox it. I don't see a super high value for this in the future, and I honestly don't think that's going to be super high interest or even decent for investors. Now, the only opportunity I see for profit here is if they come out with a formal statement saying that they are disbanding or anything like that. Now, the only profit that would be there is we'd see another one of these skyrockets up real quick and you could sell at the top and be done with it. The one thing about CSGO teams disbanding is the price always skyrockets and then it slowly drifts off. It keeps on slowly going down. Overall though, to me, I just don't see a really big future for this sticker. I think it's honestly going to fall off the map. We're going to see, obviously there's a ton of interest right now because its price movings are pretty substantial. I mean, that's almost a double in price, going from, we'll say $3 to $6. That's doubling the price. Then it fell off almost to $4. Then it had a pretty decent run there from $4 to $6. That's crazy, but I honestly don't see a long-term future for this. If you don't agree with me, that's completely fine, but I honestly don't see a ton of upside any way you put this one. Now we get to talk about the fun part, everything that Valve and CSGO have been talking on Twitter. So we all know about the wave emoji that they tweeted out a couple days ago, and then 2 days ago they tweeted out a shark emoji. Now it's a lot of connections could be made, I'll be completely honest. It's super vague and it's not enough information to quantify a video on its own. I mean, it's 2 emojis. Now, the actual interesting part for me is I follow a couple people on Twitter that are not really well known. The first one and the main one for this one is going to be called T-Rexer. Now, you've probably never heard of him, but if you do know DZ Frostbite, or the Danger Zone map Frostbite, he helped work on that, and right now he actually has a map in the game, the Wingman Calavera map. Now this is important because wingman maps are often rotated between 90 and 110 days, and we are long overdue since that rotation. He's been talking about a rotation for a potential update for a while now. This is really interesting because map developers are usually given a little bit of a heads up before their map are pulled, and everything he tweets, you can kind of see it that there's a lot of potential that he knows what's going on. One of the more interesting ones to me is if you know Banana Gaming. That guy, he tweeted out that the last 3 CSGO operations all had to do with animals as the main logo, and he said the next one could potentially be a shark. He said either that or we're just getting trolled. But T-Rexer came and replied maybe, as in, like, you know, it's possible. I feel like this is something that really is on the table. I don't think it's going to be an operation. I feel like at least it'd be a little too early. In my opinion, this is what Valve is going to do. Between now and the start of Stockholm, October 23rd, we're going to receive a case. This case is going to pull people back into the game, so they're kind of interested for the next thing to come. Then the major's going to come. Lots of interest there, and you already had some people already interested in the major before it happened that weren't going to be because you had that brand new case. Now you take all these people, you got a ton of people interested in the game at this point, and you're going to drop an operation. You're going to see absolutely massive player numbers because you have all these new people interested, or people that you're trying to get back. I think this is the foolproof plan of Valve to get everyone back in. At least that's what I feel like with the operation. There's zero chance in my mind that we get an operation before the major. It does not make sense. They want the major to get some information, to get people back in, and then they'll drop the operation, because in my opinion, the operation is probably going to be more profitable than the major. The major, they're probably still going to be making a ton of money on all the things you can buy, but the operation and the operation stars, will probably see the battle pass again. That has a lot of potential to it, and I feel like that's where all the money lies. I've got 3 quick things I want to hit on. First, there's this account on Twitter called Inside Eyes, and the @ is SharkBaitCS. Now, T-Rexer tweeted out the eyes emoji when CSGO released its shark, and that's exactly what Inside Eyes did here. I don't think that's a very common thing to do, and it's just kind of a weird coincidence that lines up. And they also tweeted it with an image of a potential CSGO case looking object. Obviously, it's photoshopped, it's not real. I've tried searching it up on Steam. You're not going to get anything, even messing with the URL. You're not going to find anything. It looks just photoshopped in, and the skids on the side are from the snakebite, but it's definitely something really interesting. And then the last thing is him just talking to OniPixel. OniPixel said if there's a new case that goes live, we're going on Twitch tonight, and T-Rexer basically said the week still has some days left, it's not happening tonight. Now this was on Wednesday night, but it's definitely something really interesting. But that's really all I have for today, guys. I just want to thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.